a special episode of Gonzaga Nation SI on the Gonzaga Nation Media Network. It's pretty timely. Some awesome news if you're a Gonzaga fan over the last week or so. One of the favorites of all time has come back to Spokane. JP Batista is now a grad assistant coach at Gonzaga. JP, welcome back.
Dan, thank you. Great to be here. Everything's so surreal. Happy to be in town. Happy to be part of a Zach family back again.
Well, let's kind of go back to a conversation that you and I had maybe a year and a half or so ago, where obviously you were still playing professionally. I think you were heading into year 14 and maybe 15 as a pro, which is a pretty long and lengthy career. And we had kind of touched on what you wanted to do when you were done. And you said, I'm kind of working through that right now, but I think coaching might be what to do. Lo and behold, you are getting into coaching and it's here at Gonzaga. What was the kind of thought process like, and how did this Gonzaga position come about?
Back when I was here at GU, I used to, funny story, Coach Phil used to say, JP, never get into coaching. Never get into coaching. I don't know if you had those encounters with him, but as the years went along, you at least for me, I'm sure for you as well. Coaches, they mean something different to a lot of us, especially for me coming out of Brazil at that very early age. We look up to father figures, and the first person come to mind is coaches, and in every area, every time of our career, they mean something at a certain time, at a different stage of our career. So as the time went along, I thought that maybe being a coach, I could, make a difference, in some of these young athletes, maybe lead them. I think it's important for them to have good experience, people that they important people that they could look up to, people with good character, people who try to show them the right way. So the last few years, I'm a great friends with Craig Fortier. He was a grad assistant back in my days here. We talked a lot on the phone, throughout my career, and he always challenged me, asking me, JP, what do you want to do when you retire? The time is coming. It's getting close, and expressed to him my dreams and my desires, and he really encouraged me to get in contact with people and say that. And so he kind of pitched the idea to be Mike, and the last year or so it's been Craig Fortier and B Mike and I talking through this opportunity. And last summer we agreed on this coming to this summer, executing the plan, and now I'm here and I'm happy and eager to learn from the best.
Well, you mentioned Coach Few kind of talking players out of getting into coaching. He and I had a number of those conversations over the years.
Oh yeah.
Spent 1 year coaching with the Portland Trail Blazers. The college road of coaching is much different than the professional road. You just came out of the professional ranks. You played at some high-level teams in South America as well as in Europe. Why did you want to go that college route as opposed to stay in the professional world of basketball? Because that's where you've been the last 15 years.
Well, just like I mentioned before, I feel like it's my calling, to have be someone who can direct, young athletes at a special time of their life. Like I said, when I was here in the US, I was young, I was eager to learn and to take advantage of the opportunity. But sometimes you just need someone to show you the way. coaches, they have a different. I know the coaches, some of the coaches, the assistant coaches, especially, they will be your friends. They will, um, try to encourage you at certain levels. The head coach, they can't really be your buddy. He has to be the enforcer of the rule, enforcer of the house. And if you have someone who maybe have some experience, like me, like myself, like yourself, I have a 16-year experience of experience, and sometimes those kids, they need someone that they can relate to. At the college level, coming out of Brazil, I've lived many challenges. Someone that can be there for them. Is there for an in-court specific thing or something personal. So I think that I wanted to start at this level because the world is the world is a the world is a tough place, man, and you gotta get these young athletes, young men, boys and girls ready. And if I can do a little bit of that, I'll be happy. So that's how I feel. I feel that starting at the college level for me is perfect. So hopefully that will lead me in the right direction.
So lots of things have changed in Spokane and Gonzaga and the basketball program since you left. I imagine you've been back a couple times here or there for a couple day stretches, but you're now coming back to a program that is a perennial national title contender. What are the biggest differences you see in the program from when you left till now coming back?
Look, man, this is pretty amazing. These kids are spoiled. This is pretty amazing. Uh, from your time to my time when I was here, they were just finishing the transition from the old kennel to the McCarthy. And the last time I was in Spokane 5 years ago, the Volcker Center was still halfway through, and all this new construction. So it's pretty amazing what they have here, man. It's um, brand new training facility. I've been here every day, getting my workout in, and so I think everything changes. As far as recruiting, this is important to attract talent, and we've seen the last few years with Chet and Suggs and the kind of level that Gonzaga has been able to recruit. So everything changed, man, and the program just keeps growing every year. And for me, I'm just so happy to be a part of this. I'm trying to soak in every single ounce of conversation what they have around here. I'm just listening. Like I got that sponge mentality, trying to soak in everything. But everything changed, and it's a different with this NIL as well. Everything changed, and I think we have to take full advantage of all of this and hope for the best for the program.
What are you most excited about? Is it learning from Coach Few, B. Mike, Roger Powell, Stephen Gentry? Is it working with the current players on the floor? What's most exciting for you?
It's a mix of everything. I've only been around the guys for 3 days. I arrived in town the August 3rd, so I caught maybe half a week until the guys were gone for the break. So I was able to being around the workouts. Coach Field, I've just seen him a couple times, so I'm really I've heard a lot of things that he changed, throughout the years. So I'm really excited to see what that is and learn the X and O's from him. I've been around B Mike and Steven a lot, the way they talk, the way they operate. So I want to learn everything. I want to learn the X and O's, the recruiting part, the managing part, but also I want that one-on-one with the players. I'll be around them and know what they like. The things that so I can approach and maybe help them. on the court, outside the court. Some especially the bigs. I've been around the bigs. I've been spending a lot of time with Anton this past few weeks. He's the only one in town, so we'll be shooting and working out. So not one thing specifically, but I just want to learn as much as possible and be able to serve these the players the best of my ability.
So you played with and formed one of the best duos in Gonzaga history alongside Adam Morrison. Drew Timme has a chance to go down as one of the most decorated Zags, and honestly, one of the most decorated college basketball players of the last 20 years. How much did you get a chance to watch him over the last couple of years while you were playing professionally? Or are you catching up right now, watching film, preparing on some of the little details that you can help improve his game on?
Well, obviously, I'd say this past year, since I told you that I was talking to B Mike about coming over last summer. So this past year, I try to watch every game. Obviously, the time zone didn't help as always, but I was always catching the highlights or full games the next day. So this past year, pretty much I watched every game during the summer. I was trying to watch games as well, especially about the bigs and Drew as well. Had just a little interaction with him my first week here. Love the kid, love the way he plays. That is always how can I say? That's always something to learn. I think the moment we stop growing and learning, I think that's the moment we gotta rethink and look ourselves in the mirror. But I think there's a lot of areas that he can improve. I hope, given the opportunity, I'll be able to share a little bit of my experience with him. I know for sure I'll be on the court pushing those kids around, doing individual workouts so they can have a little bit of a real perspective what's going to be waiting for them in March. So I hope I'll have the opportunity to have them more one-on-one conversation and be able to share more with those guys. But Timmy definitely is setting up to have an amazing year, I predict.
Well, JP, I really appreciate the time. You did mention one of the differences in college basketball is this new NIL. And I've asked this of a lot of guests that are former players of Gonzaga, of this program is, when you were at Gonzaga, would there have been one NIL bill here in town that you would have loved to have taken advantage of?
Qdoba, Chipotle. That's my place. I would definitely try to get a hookup in there. But you know what? Then this NIL thing, as professionals, we've been doing that for a long time. You've been doing that for a long time. We open up your barbershops and your. I remember back in the day, you used to tell me whenever you're in town, if you just look up for rental companies and try to rent a car, maybe use your image for that. So it's funny. We talk about this. One year I was in a small town in Brazil, and I did all that. I search every single company around and try to take advantage of your image, and try to help yourself in those situations. But anyways, yeah, Dan, it's awesome to talk to you, and great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, look forward to fall practices getting started in the coming weeks. I'm sure I'll see you down there soon. But I know I was excited to hear the news when you and I messaged a week or two back before it was announced. And I know Gonzaga fans are excited to have you back. But more importantly, I think what you can bring to the program and the young guys is going to be awesome. So thanks again for joining.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.